Hello, it's Anna here, and I have, kind of a fun experimental technique to share with you. I'll be using the Slimline smooth cardstock from scrapbook.com in Sherbet, and I'll be using different kinds of stencils along with the gorgeously coloured Pops of Color. So I'm just picking a few colours that I want to use and the stencils, which I keep in this album. I'll be using the candy stripes and what I believe I used the little bows, adorable, to create those backgrounds. Now, I had never used the Pops of Color as a kind of a background element, so I'm giving this a go. I'm using Heidi Swapp texture paste, which is clear, with this really soft pink pearl color. So like I said, this is my first time using it, so I'm just having fun seeing what works and what doesn't. And I'm just adding the color to the texture tape, and by doing this I wanted to keep the Pops of Color a bit softer for longer, because they dry really quickly, which is absolutely amazing, especially when you're creating drops. But I wanted to make sure that this was a bit flowy, I guess. So I'm just using that stencil on the cardstock and just placing my mixture at the top with a small spatula. And then in order to spread this as much as I can, I'm using the large scraper from scrapbook.com, and that just makes it so easy. Such a nice way to spread this prettiness all over. So I'm just spreading it as far as I can, and this stencil doesn't cover the whole background, but that is not a problem because I'll be die cutting it anyway, so I'll just use them as I need. Now just put that one aside and leave it to dry. And I'm using this beautiful yellow one. Oh, such a summery color. And I am not mixing it with anything. I'm just using the color itself. And as you saw, I went a bit beneath the stencil, but I decided not to. Well, I decided to keep calm. It's an experiment. If things happen, they happen. And by using just the Pops of Color, you get, well, most likely a bolder color and more, I guess, defined stripes, but you need a bit more of it. So in case you want to be able to spread it like butter really, then I would add the texture paste. But look at that shine. Oh. And then I tried using different kinds of colors on this daisy stencil. I used yellow, soft pink and a soft green. Bit of a blurb there. And then I used the spatula just to spread them a bit. This was a total experiment. Let's just see how this is going to look. Is it going to work or not? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I'm spreading them here and there. As you can see, it's a bit more of a green than ever a pink. I was mildly happy with that, but I preferred the two colours that I used on the yellow cardstock and the pink one. I absolutely love how those came out. And as I mentioned, I didn't like the one I used with the daisies, but this is about having fun and experimenting and just figuring out what works and what doesn't. So I hope this gave you a few ideas on how to use those delicious Pops of Color, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!